All right, thank you GMU students for joining us at the Earth 2100 conference once again. We're happy to have you back. So I'm going to ask you a quick question. If you could just highlight something as your experience as students, where you can describe one thing, or if you have more than one thing, that you think that we should be doing in order to offer some leverage for a 2100 that we would like to see in our future and live in.
Well, for me, being at the 2100 conference this year, my biggest takeaway was hearing Professor Lovejoy discuss and remind us that no part of the earth is untouched by human impact. And so that really makes me feel that we need to come up with solutions as a global community that are large enough to combat the problems of climate change and biodiversity loss. So for me, I want to challenge myself this year as a student who works in the Sustainability Living Learning community and at the Office of Sustainability to intentionally ensure that our programs are reaching a wider audience and more diverse group of people.
Something that we're already doing here at Mason, and that's continuing to progress, is gardening and growing community gardens with not only the students on campus, but also faculty and staff and even outside community members of the Northern Virginia area. And something as simple as gardening is a great way to build a stronger, more resilient community by connecting people to not only their food, but the planet and really each other, which is really what it comes down to, especially in the next couple of decades when we're really starting to face the challenges of climate change, such as more extreme weather events, diseases that are going to affect our food and ourselves and our plants and our animals, and a warmer climate. We're going to have to adapt to these changes, and food is something that it's a staple thing for life. So by standing together in solidarity with these stronger communities, we can step up to these challenges and face them with confidence.
Something I've worked on campus and I want to continue doing off campus once I graduate is green infrastructure. I recently helped design a solar-powered charging station on campus. One, just to take Mason off the grid a little bit and let people charge their phones and stuff from solar power, and as an education tool so that people can see we don't have to always be tied into the grid to use electronic devices. On campus, we also have a large extensive collection of bike lanes and bike infrastructure, and a lot of people actually do use their bikes on campus, and something I'd like to try to help bring to the rest of the community around here as well. It's a very good area to do that because a lot of people I know personally do have bikes and they just don't know that they can do it, and so if I can help people take that first step to realizing that you can bike to the grocery store that's only 5 miles away. You know, it's hard, but it makes you feel that much better when you get back.
And with those, all those topics, we can use this very large and inclusive university to just help spread those messages and let others use their expertise or their accumulated knowledge to help contribute to a better Earth that we'd want to live in 2100.
Great. So Colin, do you want to tell our viewers what you do here at Mason and share a little bit about your experience here and how we can connect that on a global scale?
Well, I've done a few different things, but one powerful area has been being a part of the activist community and help organizing students for large campaigns and things of that matter. So it's been really powerful in helping understand how we can communicate climate change issues and how we can organize the youth to be the change that we really do want to see in the future.
If you could just show our viewers that this progress is being made, not only on a more local scale here at George Mason University, but on a more global scale. If you have any examples in mind, any organizations that you look up to and you want to highlight, feel free to do so now, or any people that you aspire also.
Well, I was just thinking, kind of going off what Colin just said about how, organizing campaigns here on campus and getting people together to be active in issues they care about at Mason. I mean, whether it's through, Green Patriots here and other student groups like that, it's kind of like a learning area for how we can apply that to the real world. So, at this conference, we're talking about how money in politics is a huge problem, you know, for actually tackling climate change issues in the policy realm. But, you know, it's going to take tactics that we can learn here at Mason by, you know, starting campaigns and organizing students together here on campus. And then when we leave, we'll know how to fight those battles on a larger scale.
Yeah, I agree. All right, thank you so much for coming, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your conference.
Thanks, Gio. Thanks, our task.
Yeah.